Hey everyone, Dave here, working on my 2010 Q5. I was going to do a little work under the hood until I popped the hood and saw how dirty and grimy everything is. I've had this car for about 4 years, and aside from an ignition tune-up, I really haven't had to do much under here. But everything is dirty and grimy. And trying to work in here, every time you reach in, you get grease and grime on your forearms, and your hands are all dirty and disgusting. So I'm going to clean up this engine compartment before I get in here to do any work. It's much easier and more enjoyable to work on a clean engine than a gross engine like this. So let me show you what I do to clean this thing up so that when I go to work in here, I can wear my white gloves. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dilute a little bit of Purple Power, which is good cleaner degreaser. Got it in a spray bottle, and I am just going to start by spraying the entire engine bay. I'm going to try to keep this off with the paint, because I'm sure this is not good for paint, but I'm just going to, now I haven't taken anything really off. I took a cover off of here, but I'm leaving everything connected. Should be watertight. I'm just going to spray this on here and let it soak in for 5 or 10 minutes. And then I'm going to come back with a pressure washer and I'm going to pressure wash it and see what it looks like. Maybe spray it some more, pressure wash it a second time, and then we should be done. Alright, we'll let that sit for 5 minutes while I set up the pressure washer. Alright, so I let this sit for a few minutes. Now I'm going to take a pressure washer. This is about 1500 psi and use a wide spray pattern. I don't want the needle pattern because it's powerful and I don't want to damage anything. But just need to clean everything off. Use a wide pattern. Now I'll take a look around. If there's any more greasy areas, I'll give it another shot with degreaser. Alright, so that was the first washing. Now I'm going to look around and see, I still see the frame rails here are kind of grimy, so I'm going to shoot those down with another degreaser down in there. But the engine looks nice. Anywhere I still see some grime, I'm going to spray, let set, and then power wash again. Alright, we'll let this set again for a few minutes, and then we'll come back with the power washer and concentrate on those areas that are still kind of greasy. It's already looking much better. Okay, next thing I want to do is take an air gun and just blow the standing water out of it. Okay, that looks so much better. Just having everything kind of clean. If I need to do any work or check anything in this area, I can see wiring, colors, and connectors aren't disgusting. Everything is nice and clean now. Although the plastics aren't super shiny and look like new, but I got a little trick I'm going to do right now to see if I can shiny up these plastic parts to make it look like factory fresh, 0 miles. Let me show you what I do with that. Okay, so finally, the next thing I want to do to get these things nice and shiny is I'm just going to take some tire shine and I'm going to spray it all over everything in here. And then I'm going to come back with the pressure washer on low pressure with a wide fan and just pressure wash all the excess oil, because this is just basically oil. and just leave enough of a oil film to keep everything nice and shiny. And we'll see how that looks. Okay, so there's a heavy coat on everything. Let that sit for a second. And now I'm going to come back with the pressure washer and just knock off all of this drip with the pressure washer, which will just leave a thin coat. And let's see what it looks like after that. Okay, now keeping the wand at a good distance with a big wide pattern. I don't want to get, I don't want to strip all of this oil off. I just want to get the loose stuff off. And then once again with the air. All right, let's take a look now, see what we got. Everything looks much cleaner. Look at that. That all looks nice. Very nice. All that grime now is all gone. I can get in here and do a tune-up. I can replace the plugs without getting too dirty. And everything looks much nicer. Much nicer. Alright, before we get too excited, let's see if this thing is going to start now. So let's go turn the key and see what happens. But that looks very nice. This is something now I'll be proud to pop the hood and let people look under here. 170,000 miles. That's the jewelry box. All right, let's go see if it'll start. I'm sure it will. Alright, so that started up no problem. I did not disconnect the battery or anything. I mean, just be careful not to blast pressure on, you know, connectors. You don't want to get water inside connectors, but you know, power wash where the grease is, and I've never really had an issue. Worst case scenario is water will get around the coils maybe, and you get some misfires, but you got to dry out the, you know, pull the coils out and dry the plug tubes. But I didn't even have that problem here. Everything was fine, and I was blasting right on those coils. So look at that baby. That looks beautiful. Okay, so here we are. We are all done. Look at that. Doesn't that look much nicer? I've got a couple covers here. I'm going to cover here and a cover in the back that I have to clean and then pop on. One says Audi rings, the other says V6 something or other. But engine compartment nice and clean here. Now it's easy to look for things and notice anything that's a problem. You can actually see it. But very nice. That whole thing took me about an hour. And I am happy with that. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that video. If so, please subscribe. And until next time, thanks for watching.